Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the North Jersey High School Sports Awards, brought to you by NorthJersey.com. Presented by Holy Name Medical Center.
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. You know, do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight, we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If two people showed up to cheer for it, and those two people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in third period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby Labar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, two former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? I mean the awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today. The records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Sydney Rodriguez of Riverdale High School.
Sydney Rodriguez led Riverdale's girls swimming team in a handful of events in 2021. She starred in the 100-yard backstroke, 200-yard medley relay, and 400 freestyle relay, winning each event multiple times throughout the season. However, no event was as impressive as her 100-yard butterfly results. Rodriguez won the race all 6 times she competed in the event, highlighted by a season best time of 59.38 seconds. The next step in her career takes her to the University of Pittsburgh.
Congratulations, Sydney. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is James Dawn of Northern Valley Regional High School at Demarest.
James Dawn is the North Jersey Boys Swimmer of the Year after an undefeated senior year at Demarest. Dawn won 4 county titles in his career and set the meet record in the 500 freestyle. He will continue his career next year at West Point.
Congratulations, James.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the Golf Awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true, but there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden. or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Golfer of the Year is Angela Lee of Immaculate Heart Academy.
Angela Lee led Immaculate Heart Academy to conference and sectional titles and tie for third at the state championship. The junior won the Big North Conference title while leading IHA to the team crown. She was third at the Bergen County Championship. She was medalist at the State North Sectional while leading the Blue Eagles to the team title. She closed the season by sinking a 15-foot putt for par to shoot 3 over 75 and placed third at the 20th State Girls Championship. Her 9-hole average of 36.25 ranked number 1 in North Jersey.
Congratulations, Angela. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Male Golfer of the Year is Thomas O'Neal of Bergen Catholic High School.
Thomas O'Neal led Bergen Catholic to conference and county titles and the number 1 ranking in the North Jersey Top 15. The junior set the tone early by winning the Arcola Invitational. He closed the season by winning the state non-public A title in a playoff after his 2 under 68 was tops in North Jersey and 5th overall among more than 120 in the simultaneous Tournament of Champions. His 9-hole average of 38.1 ranked number 2 in North Jersey.
Congratulations, Thomas.
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, name a few. But there are 2 that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh Jennings.
Carrie Walsh Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, there are the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. Here are your honorees for the Female Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Volleyball Player of the Year is Kiara Polanco of Bogota High School.
Kiara Polanco led Bogota to its first undefeated season and 11th straight sectional title. The Bucks played only 10 matches due to a team COVID shutdown, but she still finished second in North Jersey in kills with 142, averaging an area best 7.1 per set. The senior outside hitter added 60 digs and 16 aces, and she finished her career with 450 kills.
Congratulations, Kiara. And now for the guys. And the finalists are
the Male Volleyball Player of the Year is Ryan Thinnell of West Milford High School. Ryan Thinnell led his team to a breakout year for the ages. Before the 2020 campaign was canceled due to COVID, the Highlanders had won 19 matches in 4 varsity seasons. This spring, they won 23 of 24 on the way to their first North 1 sectional final. This outside hitter powered the program to its first Passaic County championship, and he led North Jersey in both categories for the season, logging more than 240 kills and 80 aces. Congrats, Ryan!
Not all of our awards are sports specific. There are a few that draw their lists of exceptional candidates from across the athletic spectrum. The first of those is our I Am Sport Award. This award spotlights student athletes who have taken a leadership role outside of competition, volunteering their help to improve their communities. And to present it, we have the truly amazing athlete and mental health advocate, Imani McGee-Stafford.
Imani was selected 10th overall in the 2016 WNBA draft by the Chicago Sky. But while she was a student at the University of Texas, she shared her very personal story. From the ages of 8 to 12, Imani was abused by a relative. That trauma led her to attempt to take her own life multiple times. Like so many others carrying painful secrets, she thought she was the only one. But through counseling and writing, she changed her life.
Imani has stepped away from professional sports to pursue a law degree, but nothing has stopped her from speaking out against the stigma long associated with those in need of mental health services. Her bravery has helped so many people she's never met. Much like the nominees of the I Am Sport Award, who share her passion for helping others, here she is, Imani McGee-Stafford.
Hey all you athletes out there, guess what? We all have something in common. When we practice, we get to see very clearly the fruits of our labor. Doesn't matter if it's measured in inches or seconds, pounds or points, velocity or victories, we can clearly see how we are improving. But there's so many people out there who have a hard time seeing any improvement in their day-to-day lives. Just like we are helped by coaches, teachers, teammates, and family to reach our potential in our sport, we need to help others reach their potential in life. And I am proud to see that so many of you are out there doing just that. The I Am Sport Award is our way to say thank you for all of your efforts. You are showing that high school athletes can give more to their communities than their signature win over a rival team. They can give hope.
Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists.
And the I Am Sport Award goes to Jackson Tully of Westwood High School.
Jack Santulli has been involved in Westwood Boys High School Cardinals versus Cancer since he was in grade school. He was actually the co-founder of this event when he and his brother suggested to their father, who was the Westwood basketball coach, that the basketball team do something to support one of his classmates who was battling cancer. Since its inception, the annual event has raised a tremendous amount of money for local families battling cancer, as well as Coaches vs. Cancer and the Jimmy V Foundation. This year, his senior year, and despite a worldwide pandemic, Jack was determined to see the event continue. Jack has taken personal responsibility for the event this year in support of his school's beloved trainer Frank Armstrong's family, as his wife is courageously battling brain cancer. Jack has gone above and beyond.
Congrats, Jack.
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1 claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles. Added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles, 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here, to tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school, because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Tennis Player of the Year is Stephanie Yakov of Fort Lee High School.
Fort Lee High Stephanie Yakov is in the conversation as the best tennis player in New Jersey, and she's only a sophomore. Yakov helped Fort Lee win the big North American crown and was a first-team All-League player.
Congratulations, Stephanie. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are
And the North Jersey Male Tennis Player of the Year is Alex Merson of Tenafly High School. Alex Merson went unbeaten in regular season play for the Tigers. A top singles player since his freshman season, Merson led Tenafly to their second straight North 1 Group 3 sectional title. He was the top seed at the Bergen County tournament and was seated among the top 8 in the state singles tournament. Merson is regarded as a 4-star college recruit. Congratulations, Alex!
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra-marathon man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross-country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are
And the North Jersey Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Angelina Perez of Lakeland Regional High School. Angelina Perez is the North Jersey Girls Cross Country Runner of the Year for the 2nd consecutive season. The Lakeland Junior set the course record at Garrett Mountain on 2 occasions. She also won the Nike Virtual National title and ran the fastest 5,000-meter road race of any high school runner in New Jersey history. She ran 7 races and won 6. Her only loss came at the Holmdel Invitational in a race where she broke the North Jersey record for the state course. Congratulations, Angelina!
Here are the honorees for the male cross-country runner of the year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Nathan Armstrong of Pompton Lakes High School.
Nathan Armstrong is the North Jersey Boys Cross Country Runner of the Year for the second consecutive year. The Pompton Lakes senior was one of the busiest runners in the state, winning 8 of 12 races during the pandemic limited season. He won his second straight North 1, Group 1 sectional title, and had the best North Jersey race at Holmdel this year. He will run at Rider University, where his father is a member of the school's Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Nathan.
Hi, it's Laurie Hernandez here. Now don't dismount. Stay on your beam because gymnastics awards are right around the bend.
Softball has been in my life since I was 9 years old. I could say I'm an active person, very active person. That's why I was put into softball, because I was too active. Ever since the so-called age group that you're supposed to start getting the mammograms, I have gone. February 9th, some days you don't forget, and that was one of them. 9:15 in the morning, and I call him back, and he says, I don't have any way to put this, but to tell you straight out, we found a little bit of cancer. It was the size of a peanut, but it is a cancer cell. I'm like, okay. I said, are you sure? I asked her, I just have the 2 questions. One, is my hair gonna fall off? And 2 is, will I be able to make the playoffs? 2 weeks after the chemo, I was back on the softball field, out in right field, doing what I do best, and that is play softball. What I felt from Holy Name was as a family. I want to thank all the doctors, not just Dr. Brigman, Gorman, but all the other ones in between, and definitely the nurses.
Desmond, follow me here.
Okay.
The 4 Horsemen.
Murderer's Row.
The Steel Curtain.
Broad Street Bullies.
Oh, good one. Phi Slamma Jamma.
The Splash Brothers.
You did good at that game. Certain groups of athletes stand the test of time, not just for what they did, but for how they did it.
Yes, and to present our award in gymnastics, we're honored to have with us a member of another iconic ensemble from that golden quintet of the Rio Olympics. Here's Laurie Hernandez.
Laurie Hernandez, a member of U.S. Women's legendary Final 5 gymnastics team, helped bring home team gold and earned a silver medal for herself at the last Summer Olympics. The Jersey girl is back, competing again on the world stage, and as many know, she also took Dancing with the Stars by storm, finishing as the season 23 champion.
Hey, what's up guys? Laurie Hernandez here, and I am honored to give some love to gymnasts from coast to coast. This is an Olympic year, so our sport gets some time to shine in prime time. Don't get me wrong, that's a great thing and all, but for you guys, it doesn't matter what year it is. You're in the gym, putting in all the hours on the floor, beam, bars, horse, vault, and the rings, because you all know that perfect routine is out there. And if you love that chase of perfection, then you'll definitely have mad skills in whatever career path you choose. You hear people say, leave it out all on the floor. Well, I'm here to tell you that even if you get a perfect 10, a lot of what you learned in gymnastics comes with you off the mat and into the real world. So congratulations on a great year, and let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Gymnast of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Gymnast of the Year is Jacqueline Bernardo of Wayne Hills High School.
Jacqueline Bernardo settled a Waynes Hill school record by scoring 9.55 on the balance beam. Although the 2019 Passaic County champion was unable to defend her title due to the meet being canceled, she still posted the best all-around score in North Jersey at 36.2. Bernardo also led her team to a 7-0 record in dual meets.
Congratulations, Jacqueline.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game. Some listen to the same music. Some people even wear the same socks for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left sock, my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Lauren Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather. Like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational. Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock and the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
So you put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
You can't have a high school sports awards show without showing some love to all the bands out there.
Yes, they inspire their teams, energize their fans, and are as vital to high school athletics as uniforms and sports drinks. The Best Band Fan Favorite Award is voted on by the community and gives us a chance to give it up for the bands. Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is...
Clifton High School's marching band is known far and wide for their upbeat pieces and the excitement they bring to football games.
Congratulations, great job.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm never going to suit up in a goalie gear and stand in front of a 100-mile-an-hour slap shot or block Shaq's shot. But I have put on a pair of tri-colored rented shoes and rode a ball down a greased lane with some friends. So with the help of legendary Chris Barnes, let's go bowling, man.
Chris Barnes, the Kansas native, has claimed 19 PBA Tour titles during his 20-plus-year bowling career. This 2018 PBA Hall of Fame inductee has rolled 55 perfect games and is the only bowler in history to win Collegiate Player of the Year, the PBA Rookie of the Year, PBA Player of the Year, World Cup champion, and the World Singles gold medal.
Hey everybody, Chris Barnes here to give a much-deserved shout-out to my fellow bowlers. For some reason, bowling doesn't seem to get as much love out there in the world as some other high school sports. I, for one, can't think of a single reason why that would be. As the fastest-growing high school sport in America, it seems times are changing. In our sport where perfection is an attainable goal, an accomplished bowler will always have a keen eye, laser-like attention to detail, and they'll have to make all parts of their game work together to be in absolute harmony with their surroundings, just like an athlete in any other sport. So I'm not sure why there is often this subtle lack of respect for bowling out there in the media. Maybe it's the shoes? But at least we don't have referees, right? Here are your honorees for the Female Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are the North Jersey Female Bowler of the Year is Madison Cacciola of Westwood Regional High School.
Westwood High School's Madison Cacciola powered the Cardinals to an undefeated regular season. She rolled a high score of at least 200 in every match but one in a dominant year for Westwood. She narrowly missed out on an individual Bergen County Tournament championship despite rolling an 840 series and the event-high 256 game. Much in part to Cacciola's performance, Westwood was able to go toe-to-toe with two-time team tournament champion Bergen Tech.
Congratulations, Madison. And now for the guys' lane. Here are your honorees for the Male Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Male Bowler of the Year is Joe Mahoney of Park Ridge High School.
Joe Mahoney is the North Jersey Boys Bowler of the Year after leading the Park Ridge Emerson Co-op program to its first Bergen County Championship. He placed third individually at the Bergen Small Schools Tournament and closed a superb career with the best average in North Jersey, 224.9. Joe also helped the Owls repeat as league champions and extend their win streak to 38 matches.
Way to go, Joe!
And now it's time for some very meaningful awards.
For 6 decades, artist Charlie McGill has portrayed the athletes of the week through his popular sketches. Each year, The Record and NorthJersey.com honor 2 students who are an inspiration to the community through sportsmanship, scholarship, and citizenship. The recipients are the Charlie McGill Award winners, and along with their award, they will receive a $1,000 scholarship in McGill's honor.
Amanda Salimi is one of the most diverse and accomplished students to ever come out of Emerson High School. Salimi balanced a challenging academic workload with numerous extracurricular activities, most notably as a catcher for the Cavo softball program. Salimi is the vice president of the school's National Honor Society. She worked as a tutor to help struggling students. In this COVID era, she also worked as an emergency medical responder. Salimi has impressed every teacher and coach she has encountered with her leadership, maturity, and determination to succeed. Jacob Rudd of Wayne Valley has been fighting Ewing sarcoma since middle school and spent many of his high school years in a wheelchair. As a senior, Jake was able to get strong enough to walk on crutches and join the Indians lacrosse team as a manager. In addition to keeping the stat book, Jake would pick up a stick before games and at halftime to warm up the Indians' goalies. He became an inspiration to the entire Wayne Valley community through his service and with his enduring positive attitude.
Congratulations, great job. When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken, and legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. And your finalists for the Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year are... And the North Jersey Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Casey Sullivan of Demarest High School.
2 years ago as a freshman, Casey Sullivan couldn't even break into the varsity shot lineup because of a deep team that included a pair of state champions. After losing a year to the pandemic, she proved ready not only to break into the lineup, but become the latest Norsewoman to win a state title in the shot put, throwing the 6th best in Bergen County history to win Group 2.
Congratulations, Casey. And now for the guys' side. And the finalists are... And the North Jersey Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Rashawn Markham of Waldwick High School.
Rashawn Markham started the season in search of a school record and a state title in the long jump. He had one of the best long jumps in the state and won multiple titles, but he discovered the triple jump during the year and ended up as the state Group 1 champion in that event, and also broke a 47-year-old school record and earned his state title. The Salisbury State-bound star also had the area's fastest 100-meter time.
Congratulations, Rashawn. Now let's head to the indoor track. Here are your honorees for the Female Indoor Track Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are... And the North Jersey Female Indoor Track Athlete of the Year is Katie Kakasik of Clifton High School.
Katie Kakasik is the North Jersey Girls Winter Track Athlete of the Year after leading Clifton to team titles in the Valley Polar Bear and Mustang Last Chance Invitational Championships, the most important meets of this season. The junior won the 55-meter dash and long jump in both meets, won the Mustang 55 hurdles and the Valley 200 dash.
Congratulations, Katie. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Indoor Track Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are... And the North Jersey Male Indoor Track Athlete of the Year is Keyshawn Holt of Passaic County Technical Institute.
Keyshawn Holt is the North Jersey Boys Winter Track Athlete of the Year after helping Passaic Tech to within a point of winning the Valley Polar Bear Championships as he won the 55, 200, and 400-meter championships. He also anchored the winning 4x400 relay team. A week later, he took the 55 and 200 titles at the Mustang Last Chance Invitational and again anchored the relay. His times at all three individual distances ranked second in the state of New Jersey for this season.
Congratulations, Keyshawn.
All right, it's time to celebrate those who use a dirty dangle with some tasty sauce to light the lamp. Those guys and gals who put the biscuit in the basket and occasionally chirp their way to the sin bin. The ones who go top shelf on their way to epic sellies. We are talking about the coolest athletes on earth. And here to help some talented hockey players raise our version of the cup, we have Hall of Famer Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis, a 5'8" native of Canada, defied limitations and battled his way to an amazing career. The first ballot Hall of Famer collected a Hart Trophy as league MVP, a Stanley Cup, and an Olympic gold medal. His number 26 was the first jersey retired by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hey guys, it's Marty St. Louis. I can't tell you how honored I am to be part of these high school sports awards because you guys do everything for the love of the game. There's not a lot of glamour in 4 a.m. practices. No one is signing an endorsement deal in the back of a car of stinky equipment. So the fact that you all do that tough stuff day in and day out and season after season, it's a testament to your passion for the game of hockey. You all have my utmost respect and admiration. Well, not all of you, because there are a couple who still haven't unpacked those stinky bags from their last game. You know who you are. Come on, guys. Cut your parents a break. Neighbors are starting to complain about the smell. As for the rest of you, great job. I can tell you firsthand that heart and will can take you anywhere. Here are your honorees for the Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the North Jersey Hockey Player of the Year is Connor Sedlak of Don Bosco Prep High School.
Connor Sedlak led Don Bosco to a Gordon Conference title and the state #1 ranking. The senior forward picked up 18 goals and 10 assists this year and received conference MVP honors. Sedlak went out on top by scoring twice in both the final and semifinal rounds.
Congratulations on a great season, Connor.
All right, fun fact time here. Okay. Desmond, did you know that the origins of field hockey predate those of its chillier cousin ice hockey by several thousand years?
I did not, Laura. But did you know that Amanda Magadan is an incredibly talented, decorated midfielder for Team USA? Huh. And she's here to present our Field Hockey Awards.
Amanda Magadan, the 26-year-old midfielder from New Jersey, embodies speed and endurance. She's represented the U.S. since 2016 and has already collected 80 international caps to date.
Hey everybody, Amanda Magadan here to present the Field Hockey Awards. I don't know about you girls, but one of my favorite things about our sport is watching someone experience it for the first time. You can always see them on the sidelines and in the stands. You can tell it's their first game because their eyes look like this, and they can't believe what they're seeing. They usually come in thinking, oh, it's just some girls in skirts having a bit of a run while knocking a ball about. Then they see with their own eyes how hard we swing the sticks, the velocity of the ball, and how little protection gear we wear. They see how fast and far we run, and run, and run. And you'll usually see them grab their lower back with sympathy pain just watching how much time we spend standing up and getting low during a game. And by the end of the game, their expression has totally changed. They have a much greater appreciation for what we do. And that's my favorite thing. My second favorite thing is handing out awards to you guys. So let's do that. Here are your honorees for the Field Hockey Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Field Hockey Player of the Year is Claire Corriston of Ramsey High School.
Ramsey High's Claire Corriston was one of the best goal scorers in New Jersey last season. The senior scored 21 goals and had 6 assists. She was a first-team NEFHL All-Star.
Congratulations, Claire.
It is called the beautiful game. And with 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world, I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer award.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Soccer Player of the Year is Helene Tiberzi of Ramsey High School.
Helene Tiberzi led Ramsey to its 3rd straight sectional title. The junior center back scored the winning goal in the final and finished second on the Rams with 11 points. She commands the Rams' stingy defense as a 3-time All-County selection.
Congrats, Helene. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Male Soccer Player of the Year is Eric DeMora of Clifton High School.
Eric DeMora had an All-American senior season at Clifton. The goalie picked up 11 shutouts while leading the area's top-ranked defense. The pinnacle of his career came as a junior when he guided Clifton to an undefeated state championship season. He will continue his athletic career at Monmouth.
Congratulations, Eric.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
You want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Now, Laura, you know they say defense wins championships. I know you won't get any argument about that from our next presenter. But even if you did, I'm pretty sure you'd let him win that argument.
Yeah, I'd sure stay out of his way. Also, those people haven't met you. But anyway, here to present the Defensive Football Player of the Year is TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, the youngest in an NFL family dynasty. was drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017 and became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in more than 30 years. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist.
Hey everybody, it's TJ Watt giving some much-deserved props to the defenders out there. We all know that the offense is the one everybody likes to talk about and read about during the season. But over the long haul, history looks back kindly on those who defend. Think about it. The heroes of the Alamo, they were defenders. The iconic and beloved lawyer Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, defender. Even one of the early super popular video games back in the 80s was called, you guessed it, Defender. And how would you describe a talented player on the other side of the ball? You call them offensive, like a bad smell or a horrendous outfit, like that uncle who always jokes weirdly at Christmas. So keep doing what you're doing out there on the field. People may go nuts for the quarterbacks today, but they'll always remember you defenders for years to come. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Defensive Football Player of the Year is DJ Samuels of Bergen Catholic High School.
DJ Samuels burst onto the scene as a sophomore defensive lineman for Bergen Catholic this season. Samuels was a first-team All-State selection after a season in which he recorded 10.5 sacks. The Crusaders finished 5-1, earning a share of United Red Division title.
Congratulations, DJ.
A big thanks to TJ Watt for helping us out with the defense. And before we move on to offense, I was thinking, Desmond, if I could get you, TJ, and our next presenter on my flag football team, I could go ahead and just plan the victory dinner before the season even started.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, man, I love to run routes for this guy. His accuracy and creativity as a signal caller make him a receiver's dream.
So more on my flag football team later, but he is one of the best and has certainly carved out a place for his name in the record books. Here to present is legendary quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the 3rd MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. One of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with a Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with a fumble-rooski. So what do you say? We get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron. Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Offensive Football Player of the Year is Audric Estime of St. Joseph Regional High School.
Audric Estime led New Jersey with 1,857 rushing yards and 22 touchdowns in just 8 games for St. Joseph Regional. The powerful tailback and sometimes defensive end was first team All-New Jersey, and the Green Knights finished as the 5th-ranked team in the state. Estime has committed to Notre Dame.
Congratulations, Audric.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like to go through your day carrying around something that weighs the same as you do. Now imagine that weight isn't playing nice and is fighting you the whole time. It would get pretty exhausting pretty fast. Welcome to the life of a wrestler. Here to help us award these masters of the mat is freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder, aka Captain America, in 2016 became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years. He'll be repping the red, white, and blue again when he attempts to defend his freestyle Olympic gold in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Kyle Snyder here. If you want to have a long and successful wrestling career, you have to embrace a concept that is foreign to most Americans. I'm talking about kilograms. That measure of weight that school children and the rest of the world use with ease, but adults in the US can't seem to wrap their heads around. So if you already have a handle on it, you're ahead of the game. It's kind of like learning the language of your opponents. Що може дати вам більше преимущество в конкуренції не думаєте. Here are your honorees for the Female Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Wrestler of the Year is Isabella Frezzo of Beckton Regional High School.
Isabella Frezzo is the North Jersey Girls Wrestler of the Year after becoming the first state champion in Beckton history. Frezzo went undefeated as a senior and didn't allow a takedown until the last match. She will head to New Jersey City University as a two-time county champion.
Congratulations, Isabella. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Male Wrestler of the Year is Aaron Azaroff of Paramus High School.
Aaron Azaroff is the North Jersey Wrestler of the Year after winning a state title in his final season at Paramus. The 170-pound senior became the third state champion in team history despite tearing his meniscus just before the postseason. He will wrestle for Columbia after picking up 106 wins as a Spartan.
Congratulations, Aaron.
A lot of today's sports come from purely recreational origins, not lacrosse. Created by Native American tribes, what we call lacrosse was used to train warriors and even had some religious significance. Today, its popularity is absolutely exploding, thanks in no small part to our next presenter, lacrosse legend, Paul Rabel.
Paul Rabel, the lacrosse superstar and legend, has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. The 3-time MVP co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the game of pro play for the fastest-growing team sport in North America.
What's up, all you lacrosse players out there? I'm Paul Rabel, and I've seen a bunch of your highlights and was blown away. You guys totally do your talking on the field, which is where you want a lacrosse player to do their talking, which got me thinking, why am I talking here instead of giving awards to you guys over there? So let's do this. Here are your honorees for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Female Lacrosse Player of the Year is Caitlin Davies of Wayne Hills High School.
Caitlin Davies led Wayne Hills to its second straight Passaic County title. The Patriots midfielder finished atop the North Jersey scoring race with 104 goals as a junior. The Florida commit also picked up team highs in ground balls, draw controls, and forced turnovers.
Congratulations, Caitlin. And now for the guys. And the finalists are And the North Jersey Male Lacrosse Player of the Year is Colton Marquis of Don Bosco High School.
Colton Marquis led Don Bosco to one of the greatest seasons of all time. The junior attacker set a school record for points in a season and entered the Tournament of Champions with 88. That helped the Ironmen sweep league, county, and state titles for the first time in program history. Marquis is committed to play at Johns Hopkins.
Congratulations, Colton.
We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned from
Learn from them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, you know, I don't know if I would be where I am, so I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-around player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
You know, I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me in my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there's that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players. Even A League of Their Own is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense. Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. Here Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the North Jersey Softball Player of the Year is Savannah Ring of Ramapo High School.
Savannah Ring led Ramapo High School to the Bergen County Tournament semifinals for the first time since 2008. The junior shortstop was among the leaders in North Jersey in multiple offensive categories, including batting average, runs scored, and stolen bases.
Congratulations, Savannah.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeath runner scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big loss. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. Here are your finalists for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the North Jersey Baseball Player of the Year is Sean Hard of St. Joseph High School.
Sean Hard was the top all-around player in North Jersey this spring. As his last name implies, the 6'5" right-hander indeed throws hard, and he won his first 7 starts in dominating fashion. Committed to Boston College, Hard drove in more than 30 runs for the league, county, and sectional champion Green Knights.
Congratulations, Sean.
Hey, gonna have some fun with you. Basketball is awards coming up.
Excuse me?
Hey, how's it going? Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, I'm just up here to order some food.
No, please, I got this round. Hey, can we get a couple drinks down here? Hey, buddy, can we get some drinks? These guys are slammed today. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, what you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?
Guys, seriously? I'm just trying to order some fries.
Hey, man, I'm getting her a drink.
No.
No, I mean, I'm getting her one right now.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Hey, girl, I got you.
Wow, thank you. How did you get these so fast?
I ordered it through Refill.
What's refill?
It's a new fast and easy way to order your food online.
Oh, you can just order it right from the bar.
Yep.
And I bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. I've totally earned all the props and recognition you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing, they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, I mean, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are in the North Jersey Female Basketball Player of the Year is Madison Schiller of Ramapo High School.
Madison Schiller is the North Jersey Girls Basketball Player of the Year after leading Ramapo to its first unbeaten season, 15-0. With no state playoffs due to COVID, the Raiders ran the table against a tough Big North schedule to extend their win streak to 22. The 5'8" Schiller averaged nearly 17 points per game while adding in 10 rebounds and 5.7 assists. She will enter her senior year with 1,071 career points.
Congratulations, Madison. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are in the North Jersey Male Basketball Player of the Year is Don Barlow of DeMont High School.
Dom Barlow is the North Jersey Boys Basketball Player of the Year after leading Dumont to its best record and finish in the North Jersey Top 25 in more than a decade. The 6'9" Barlow was North Jersey's most versatile player. He could score inside and had a soft shooting touch from the perimeter. He was agile enough to defend the three-point line. He averaged 77.6 points, 17 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.6 blocks per game. The senior finished his career with 1,042 points and is a Division I recruit.
Congratulations, Dom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Pfister Jr., an orthopedic surgeon at Holy Name Medical Center in Teaneck, New Jersey. At Holy Name, we value faith, resilience, and courage. I witness those qualities in action every day. We are especially honored to be the presenting sponsor of the Northern New Jersey High School Sports Awards and this year's presenter of the Courage Award.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship and through their strength and tenacity were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
The Courage Award, presented by Holy Name Medical Center.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Courage Award for North Jersey is Julia Jaworski of Wayne Hills High School.
I lost my sight when I was about 9. I guess it's consistent. Nothing changes about swimming. I mean, you know, you can evolve in swimming. You know, you get better. You know, your strokes, you get more proficient at it, but in the end it is the same 4 strokes. So it never changed for me, even though so much of my life was changing.
I mean, having Jules on the team has really been an inspiration for the last 3 years. I've been coaching for about 25 years, and I've seen a lot, and she really is, it's really a unique case. Despite the hurdles that she has to deal with, she never complains. She never shows up in a bad mood. She never feels sorry for herself. I think it's really a nice bit of perspective for the rest of us, realizing some of the trials and tribulations that we might complain about really are somewhat trivial. She's got a positive attitude. She works hard. She's no different than anybody else. We don't treat her different than anybody else. She's just another swimmer on the team. You know, we're not gonna lie, just about everybody loves seeing a really beautiful black lab out on the pool deck every day. The kids love having Ruby around. Just another little bit of positivity during an otherwise crazy and somewhat, you know, at times depressing year we've had. I think Jules has really been an inspiration for everybody.
Me and Ruby are relatively a new pair. I've only had her for about 2 months now, right? And she's helped me a lot with my independence. You know, I get to do a lot more stuff on my own, whereas there was stuff that like I couldn't get around without somebody else's assistance. Like even simple stuff just like walking around the pool deck, she makes that a lot easier for me. I try to be just like every other swimmer, you know, I do just the same things they do. You know, the only thing is that, you know, every now and then I might, you know, miss a wall or, you know, get DQ'd because maybe I flipped too early and my feet didn't touch the wall or something like that. But other than that, I'd say I'm just like every other swimmer.
Congratulations, Julia.
Hey, high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around. I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my 4th grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year. But now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 3 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know, it doesn't matter what sport you play, there really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best. But now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the North Jersey Team of the Year is Beckton High School Football Team.
Beckton football was unbeaten in its centennial season and came within minutes of a milestone not achieved in Bergen County in more than 80 years. The Wildcats rolled to a 6-0 record and NJIC championship during the pandemic-shortened season and did not allow a point until late in the third quarter of their 41-12 title win over Waldwick Midland Park. A Bergen County team hasn't pitched a scoreless season since Lodi in 1938. Led by senior quarterback Joe Crafassi and senior defensive lineman Ryan Reed, the Wildcats outscored opponents 190-12 and wore the letters MM on their helmets to honor the passing of Coach Jack Mahar's brother Mike.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. Now for the Coach of the Year, and the finalists are and the North Jersey Coach of the Year is Jeff Kohler of Tenafly High School.
Due to the COVID-altered sports calendar in New Jersey, Jeff Kohler coached 3 different sports over a 4-month period, each with a bit of overlap. He started in the winter by leading the Tenafly boys basketball team to a 5-4 record in a shortened season. In the spring, he guided the school softball squad to a 16-5 mark, a trip to the Bergen County quarterfinals, and a spot in the sectional playoffs. In between, he helped the Tigers capture their first NJSIAA trophy in girls volleyball since 1982. The team went 13-3 and upset top seed Northern Highlands in the North 1 Group 3 final.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the Female Athlete of the Year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
Isabella Frezzo, a senior from Beckton High School. Angelina Perez, a junior from Lakeland Regional High School. Savannah Ring, a junior from Ramapo High School.
And the North Jersey Female Athlete of the Year is Angelina Perez of Lakeland Regional High School.
Every time Angelina Perez stepped to the line, either on the track or on the cross-country course, there was a chance for her to do something special. Usually, she did. In cross-country, she lowered the Garrett Mountain course record by 25 seconds, won 6 major titles, and took the Nike Virtual National Championship. In track, she went undefeated at 1600 and 3200 through the sectional championships, set a sectional and Passaic County record in the 3200, and came within a second of the 1600 record. And she's still got a year of high school left.
Congratulations, Angelina.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'd say, "Hey, there's Rutledge, why did you throw the Diesel some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
Aaron Azarov, a senior from Paramus High School. Audric Estime, a senior from St. Joseph Regional High School. Keyshawn Holt, a senior from Passaic County Technical Institute.
And the North Jersey Male Athlete of the Year is Aaron Azarov of Paramus High School.
Aaron Azarov is the North Jersey Male Athlete of the Year after winning a state wrestling title in his final season at Paramus. The 170-pound senior became the 3rd state champion in team history despite tearing his meniscus just before the postseason. It was the second state medal for Azeroff, who ranked 10th in the country this season. He will wrestle for Columbia after picking up 106 wins as a Spartan.
Congratulations, Aaron.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations.
Yes.
Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be, don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.